can't we do this so that the cameras will come? Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You would always know a media man when you see one. Thank you very much, Prince. Our awardees, please kindly forgive me that I'm not calling your titles, Mr. Doctor, because I'm not certain, so I'd rather just call you by your name, which I know is your name for certain, than just go and call you a Mr. when you have done more than just being a Mr. So kindly forgive me.
Thank you very much. Okay, that's really good. Okay. Sorry, sir. All right.
Round of applause for him. Last awardee. Right, ladies and gentlemen, in preparing this for the next phase, I would like to call on, right? I would like to call on Shegun Oluwayomi. Is he ready? Okay, yes. In a couple of minutes, in a couple of seconds, we'll invite you.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes. So, if you phone Ellen.
Where's your flash? You're using our light, are you? We're off the light, off the light.
Biscon Williams Adeyemi Adebayo has been widely exposed in the logistics industry. Yemi is a consummate banker and financial expert. He has previously worked with 7-Up Bottling Company PLC, Pacific Bank Limited, of course, Unity Bank PLC, Crystal Microfinance Bank Limited, Sky Bank PLC, EARN Capital Group, Fast Credit Limited. He obtained a master's in business administration from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. So I'm an alumni too myself. Yes, sir. Oyo State, Metropolitan School of Business and Management, and University of Chichester. Did I pronounce that right, sir? Chichester? All right. University of Chichester with a distinction. Chichester. Okay. A fellow of Microfinance Association UK, National Institute of Marketing of Nigeria Chartered, and Institute of Management Consultant. He is a member of the Nigerian Institute of Management Chartered, Institute of Directors Nigeria, the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, and honorary senior member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. He is currently the Group Chief Executive, City Trust Holdings PLC. Ladies and gentlemen, help me reintroduce and welcome Biscon Williams Adeyemi Adebayo, our first recipient of the N. Gibbs College honorary doctorate degree. Certificate presentation by, of course, the director of the college, Dr. Adegoke.
I sincerely want to thank the college and also the SSBM for the award. I'm very grateful, and it shows that there's a reward for job well done. I took over the manship of Facility Trust Group in 2018 as the Group Chief Executive with a balance sheet size of just 20 million. And as of today, we have a balance sheet size of over 50 billion running in 13 African countries, US and UK. Since my assumption as the Group CEO, I've acquired more than 18 businesses across Nigeria, Rwanda, Ghana as well, and also Malawi. We have in Kenya and South Africa as well, running a financial services group. Our purpose is to be one of the foremost financial services group for Africa, providing wealth and creating wealth across Africa. This award was also dedicated to all our staffs across Africa as well. Thank you and welcome once again.
Your speech is very, very important to us, actually. It's going to be on the SSBM Geneva's worldwide platform to be shared to other businessmen and anybody who comes associated with the school. So please, I thought it's something that you should know, that your speech will be going beyond just this room, just beyond our national confines, but will be a global thing to be reckoned with. Thank you very much. Next on our list will be Aderica Israel Ogale. 7th, 1967 in Elu. He's from Isoko North Local Government of Delta State, Nigeria. He attended Wulari 1 Primary School, Maiduguri, Borno, Nigeria from 1974 to 1979. Government Secondary School, Benishek, if I pronounce that right. Yes, Benishek, Borno State, Nigeria from 1979 to 1984. Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, Bauchi, Nigeria from 1987 to 1992, where he obtained a Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science. He had a 1-year CWES with ExxonMobil in Lagos from 1990 to 1991. He did his NYC program in Uli, Iyala local government area of Anambra State from 1992 to 1993. He started working in 1994 till date in different capacities. He also attended, like myself, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, Nigeria from 1999 to 2000, where he obtained a Master's of Business Administration in 2002. The National Open University of Nigeria, Lagos, where he obtained his MSc from 2014 to 2015. A postgraduate degree in Information Technology in 2016. National Open University Abuja from 2016 to 2017, where he obtained a PGD in education in 2017. Same National Open University of Nigeria Abuja from 2017 to 2019, where he obtained his Master's of Education in Educational Technology. And in 2020, at Veritas University Abuja from 2019 to 2020, where he obtained a PGD in Public Health in 2020. He has been working with the USAID since March 2000 till date and is their systems analyst and trainer. Ladies and gentlemen, help me reintroduce Ederika Israel Ogali. So it seems you've always been in school every year.
Gentlemen, I want to thank the Swiss School of Business and Management for this honor, this honorary doctorate degree. I want to appreciate you all the staff and management of the school. We thank you. Indeed, this is an honor, and I count it a privilege to be one of the awardees in this maiden edition of this program. From what we have seen so far, the next edition will be more than this, will be bigger than this in the name of Jesus Christ. So I want to say I am an IT professional, and I have worked with USAID Nigeria in the last 21 years. Today actually marks my 21st year in USAID Nigeria. So, and it's coinciding with the honorary doctorate degree. So I want to count it an honor. It's a privilege, and I don't take it lightly. There are a number of professionals out there, but you selected us gave us these awards. I want to thank you. In USAID Nigeria, we are involved in public health, global health, and economic growth, democracy and governance, and a whole lot more programs, energy programs, and we work with the government of Nigeria to implement our programs. So I want to thank you one more time for this honor. God bless you.
Next year on my list will be Dr. Olubayode O. Awoshika. Our special guest of honor also, so I guess it deserves a double celebration. We have this Awoshika, the seasoned medical practitioner who has well over 4 decades of active medical practice. A vastly experienced medical practitioner with great passion. He was born on 24th of April 1949, graduated from the prestigious University of Benin with MBBS degree in 1977. He had a stint of practice with the Nigerian Army Medical Corps, where he served in various capacities, and at different locations in Nigeria, such as Medical Corps Yaba, Commanding Officer GTMO Enugu, among several others between 1977 and 1981, where he retired as a captain in the year 1981. He proceeded to the United Kingdom for his postgraduate training, where he obtained his diploma in tropical medicine and health, and his Master of Surgery from Ireland, Galway. Following his vast experience in the public sector, he ventured into the private sector in 1986, where he established, through the hands of God, Med-In Specialist Hospital Services Limited. He remains the Chief Medical Director of Medin Specialist Hospitals Limited, and through the grace of God established other medical ventures such as Medical Support Systems Limited, Medin Pharma Limited, Medin IV Fluid Plant, AfriFarm Multi-Science Company Limited, all in the medical sector, where he currently serves as the chairman in all the companies. His quest for business led him to other business ventures such as Oster Trade ODR Nigeria Limited, Sonima Energy Limited, Classic Aluminium Limited, Niging and GQ Construction Company, and BDT Techno Energy Nigeria Limited, amongst others. He's an active member of several associations such as NMA, Association of General and Private Medical Practitioners, American Medical Society of Vienna. His rich professional boardroom and business management expertise earned him the following positions: CMD, Medin Specialist Services Limited, Executive Chairman, Medin Pharma Limited, Chairman, AfriFarm Multi-Science Company Limited, Chairman, Medical Support Systems Limited, Executive Director, Oster Trade ODR Nigeria Limited, amongst others. The list is too much. I just don't want to waste that time. And of course, I need to add this part, is a visionary with the Jesus World Changers Apostolic Mission. Ladies and gentlemen, help me give a round of applause for Dr. Olubayode O. Awoshika.
I sincerely want to thank the Swiss School of Business and Management for this honor. I want to appreciate their effort. For them to single us out for this honor is something that is worth celebrating, and we are most grateful. And like I said in the short remark I had at the beginning, I believe that this honor is supposed to make us better leaders in our various areas of endeavor, and to be a good example of chief executive officers of our various organizations. I believe that henceforth, anyone that is carrying this appellation of honorary degree from a Swiss School of Business and Management, people will see something that is different in them. And I wish and I hope that this is what will happen. Sincerely, we want to sincerely appreciate you, Dr. Adegoke, for this effort. And I believe that we will be very good representative of the school, that people will see us and I know there is something that is different about us. Once again, thank you and God bless.
Let's make sure everybody's in the picture. Everybody's represented in the picture. Are we good? Please. Segun Adaju is the CEO of Consistent Energy Limited. He's an international expert in the field of renewable energy and president of Renewable Energy Association of Nigeria. He's a graduate of the University of Lagos and a holder of BSc Economics and MBA degrees with over 2 decades of banking experience in reputable financial institutions in Nigeria. He worked in leading banking institutions in Nigeria with deep experience in strategic planning, branch managing, retail and commercial banking, and co-founder of the first microfinance bank in Nigeria. He has also attended the top-rated institutions all over the world for his executive education, such as the Harvard Business School, USA, the MIT Sloan School of Management, USA, the Frankfurt School of Finance and Management, the Lagos Business School, amongst many others. He has also acquired professional training in the field of renewable energy at the Renewable Energy Academy, RENAC, Berlin, Germany, Euro Money Financial Trading, London, Development Bank of South Africa, Cape Town, ECOWAS Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency, ECRI, Togo, Lomé. International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA, in Abu Dhabi, and the UN Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO. He has provided expert and consulting services for several institutions cutting across public, private, and development agencies such as the UNDP, the World Bank, the African Development Bank, ECOWAS Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency, the Bank of Industry, USAID, DFID, European Union, GIZ, Nigerian Financial Advisory Facilities, and others. He has also provided renewable energy expertise consulting to government institutions and agencies such as the Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Power, Works and Housing, Energy Commission of Nigeria, Rural Electrification Program Agency, Borno State Government, etc. He was the lead consultant to Borno State Government on the 2-week renewable energy study tour of India in 2013. He's been a leading advocate of gender mainstreaming and has ensured the inclusion of women in the RE space, both as industry players and beneficiaries. Shegun was recently appointed by the Honorable Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning into the Technical Working Group, Power and Alternative Energy for development of the Medium-Term National Development Plan 2021-2025 and Nigerian Agenda 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, help me give a round of applause for Adaju Shegun.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be one of the awardees tonight. Many thanks to the Swiss School of Business and Management, and also MG. I hope I'm right. Particularly Dr. Adegoke. Thank you so much. Right. I'm a former banker. I see myself as a banker, but I'm also a social entrepreneur. So I left banking basically when I found out that Nigeria was becoming gradually the poverty capital of the world. That was in 2006. To co-found the first microfinance bank in Nigeria. I must also recognize Dr. Awoshika, who is, a role model. I remember the support he gave then when I was into microfinance. So it's also a privilege to, to get the same award same day with him. Thank you so much, sir. So I just believe that it's unacceptable for a nation like Nigeria to have more poor people than India, okay? And also across Africa. Then gradually I started moving into, I found out why our small business is not profitable while I was in Bank of Industry. And I found out that energy access is also a big issue. So I also found out that also not acceptable for 100 million Nigerians and 580 million Africans to go to bed at night in darkness. So I left.
Hello and welcome to Biscon TV News. I am Adebola Adeduba. First, the headlines. Court stops Abiodun from demolishing Daniel's properties. EFCC withholds Tambuwal's passport, grants ex-governor bail. In business, Naira trades at 1,536 Naira per dollar in official market. On the foreign scene, Zelensky rules out ceding Donbass region as Russians make fresh advance. In sport, Manchester United ranked top for summer transfer window statistics. And now the news in detail. An Ogun State High Court sitting in Shagamu has granted 2 separate interim injunctions restraining Governor Dapo Abiodun and 3 other top government officials from demolishing government officials or interfering with 2 high-profile properties linked to former Ogun State Governor Otumba Gbenga Daniel. The orders, issued yesterday by Justice Oloyede in two different suits followed ex parte applications filed by the claimant against Governor Abiodun, the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Mr. Oluwashino Ogungbade, the State Planning and Development Permit Authority, and the Commissioner for Fiscal Planning and Urban Development, Olatunji Odunlame. In the first suit, Daniel and his wife, Yeye Olufunke Daniel, through their counsel, A.M. Kotoye-san, sought urgent judicial intervention to protect Osuludero Court, a sprawling 1,659 hectare estate located in Shagamu GRA, now Awolowo Avenue. Officials of the Ogun State Planning and Development Permit Authority had on Friday and Monday pasted 4 notices: contravention, quit, sealing, and demolition notices on the former governor's properties. In other news, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has released a former Sokoto State Governor, Aminu Tambuwal, on bail after grilling him over alleged fraudulent cash withdrawals totaling 189 billion naira. Tambuwal will govern Sokoto State from 2015 to 2023, honored an EFCC invitation on Monday and arrived at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. Investigators interrogated him before being detained at the agency's corporate headquarters. The withdrawals under the investigation are suspected of violating provisions of the Money Laundering Act 2022. On Tuesday, EFCC sources disclosed that Tambuwal had been granted administrative bail after meeting his conditions, which were described as not stringent. Moving on, the Senate has launched a full-scale investigation into a string of troubling incidents involving airlines and passengers as public concern grew over safety standards, regulatory lapses, and passenger treatment across the nation's aviation sector. In the same breath, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has directed the Commissioner of Police, Airport Command to commence without delay a probe into the alleged obstruction of aviation safety protocol by the popular Fuji musician Kwamwan at the local wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja on 5th August 2025. Now, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Aviation, Senator Buhari Abdulfatai, who made this known in a press statement, stated that the committee was alarmed by the frequency and gravity of recent airline passenger altercation that have gone viral and stirred widespread outrage. He said the committee, exercising its constitutional oversight authority, would summon key players in the aviation ecosystem. Agencies and stakeholders listed to be summoned included regulatory bodies like the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA), operators, security agencies, and the public interest groups. You're watching Biscon TV News. Stay with us. Thanks for staying tuned. In business, the Naira appreciated against the United States dollar to 1,536 Naira 8 kobo per dollar in the Nigerian foreign exchange market on Tuesday, August 12, 2025. The Naira also appreciated to 1,555 Naira per dollar in the parallel market from 1,560 Naira per dollar recorded on Monday. The data published by Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, showed that the exchange rate for the local currency fell to 1,536 Naira 8 kobo per dollar from 1,538 Naira 4 kobo per dollar on Monday. Now, this shows a 2 Naira and 2 kobo appreciation for the currency. The margin between the parallel market and NFEM rate narrowed to 18 Naira 2 kobo per dollar from 21 Naira 6 kobo per dollar on Monday. The news continues shortly. Do stay tuned. Thanks for being there. On the foreign scene, President Volodymyr Zelensky has said Ukraine would reject any Russian proposal to give up Donbas region in exchange for a ceasefire, warning it could be used as a springboard for future attacks. Zelensky was speaking ahead of a meeting between US President Donald Trump and Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin in Alaska on Friday. And Trump has said any peace deal would involve some swapping of territories, and it is believed one of Putin's demands is that Kyiv surrenders the part of the Donbass it still controls. Meanwhile, Russia's troops have continued their summer offensive and making a sudden thrust near the eastern town of Dompropila and advancing 10 kilometers in a short period of the time. Zelensky admitted the advance had taken place in several spots, but said Kyiv would soon destroy the units involved in the attack. We'll take a pause now and return with sport news. Stay with us. Thank you for staying tuned. In the world of sport, Manchester United have emerged as the biggest spenders in Europe this summer, despite facing significant financial challenges. After enduring their worst league performance since 1973-74 and missing out on European competition next season, the club's finances are under strain. Owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has implemented strict cost-cutting measures to avoid financial collapse, which initially suggested limited transfer activity. Now, contrary to expectations, Manchester United have made three major signings. Matthias Cunha from Wolverhampton Wanderers for £62.5 million, Brian Mbeumo from Brentford for £71 million, and Benjamin Sesko from RP Leipzig for £73.8 million. Now, these deals total £207.3 million, while their only notable outgoing transfer is Marcus Rashford's loan move to Barcelona. The lack of significant sales has left United with the highest net spend in Europe this summer, reported to be around £199 million. Let's take a pause now. We return with entertainment news. In entertainment, the countdown has begun for the premiere of To Make You Feel, a fresh comedy drama set to bring equal doses of laughter, chaos, and life lessons to the screen. Produced for Toyin Abraham TV, the highly anticipated film will make its debut on Thursday, 14th August at 6 p.m. on YouTube, a promising an evening of entertainment that blends humor with a relatable look at modern relationship. At the heart of To Make You Feel is an outrageous yet all too real premise. What happens when a married couple decides to spice up their relationship in the most unconventional way possible? Instead of therapy, rekindling old hobbies, or taking a romantic trip, each begin cheating with younger lovers, convinced this will keep their marriage alive. It's a bold, scandalous, and utterly comedic decision that sets off a chain reaction of misunderstanding, rivalry, and absurd situations. And that's it for now on Biscon TV News, compiled by Joseph Ohize and produced by Ayomide Anima Shaun. Many thanks for watching. I am Adebola Adediba.
Today, I'm the leading face in renewable energy in Nigeria and also in West Africa. I've just been appointed as the interim chair of the West African Renewable Energy Association. So I've been leading the Nigerian space since 2016. And I believe that we need to achieve energy access for the poor, and those who are not connected to national grid, you are surprised that 100 million Nigerians are not connected to national grid. To me, it's not acceptable. So I see myself as a social entrepreneur stepping in these spaces to just make a change and then leave the society better the way I found it. I commit that definitely I will be a very strong ambassador of SSBM, and also MGs for this honor that's been given to us. Thank you so much for your attention.
To join him besides his own personal reasons, because I want everybody who is in the picture, I can tax them in the future and say you need to be an ambassador for SSBM and M. Gibbs College. The next person on my list is the person of Taiwo Omoni Ogumilade, an adaptable CEO with 20 years of experience in management and maximizing overall company potential. A master strategist, negotiator of worthwhile contracts, managing and maintaining a productive and positive workforce towards a proven and desired success. Bringing progressive, corresponding operations, sales and marketing, business management and distribution in international markets. Excellent business acumen and strategic planning skills to drive profitability and margins year over year. Known for strong leadership and communication skills with ability to build and maintain profitable relationships while exceeding sales and revenue goals. His work history is the CEO from 01-2011 sorry, I think I'm mixing some of the years up here. Current Halifax Trading Nigeria, same as sorry, I'm just negotiated terms of business negotiations to increase. He negotiated terms of business acquisitions to increase business base, solidified market presence, and diversify offerings. It devised key initiatives that drove social business growth. While CEO and president from 09-2000 CEO president since 2010 to currently, where is CEO of Edisog Nigeria Limited, Nigeria. ASCO. As CEO, it sets, dictates one vision and culture of organization. You plan leadership and management structures, strategies over entire operations and organizational resources, policy formations, and making high-level overall corporate decisions towards planning, organizing, directing, and controlling activities towards growth, acting as main point of communication between the board of directors and the company, corporate operations, acting as public face image maker, head administration and finance, 06-2004 to 07-2010, ROD and Branch Limited, Nigeria. Successfully managed partnership with other engineering entities to deliver various consultancy operations over businesses and engineering projects, ranging from structures, road construction, building constructions, dams, bridges, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Taiwo Omoni Ogumilade.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you to the school. Thank you to the special guest. And thank you to all the invitees. I'm happy to be in your midst today. Something happened in my life today while the special guest was delivering his first speech. And I would like to say, a fire is burning in me to lead a chain industry who have the integrity. We don't touch the barrels. We don't tamper with the barrels because it is the buyer's market. Let us bring it back to the local sales of petroleum products where they tamper with meters. When it becomes a buyer's market, it will stop. If what you are putting in my car is decided by the meter I have in my car, then you don't have a say. You ask a question, Mr. Moderator. Why do successful people in business don't venture into politics? There's something we have seen. We have seen the weakness in democracy. Democracy actually has delivered 5 senators, 4 House of Rep members consecutively. He won in the local government, he won in the state level. No, excuse me, he won at the ward level, the local government level, at the state level. The person that lost at the ward level, that lost at the local government level, won at the state level.
Calling on Mojisola Akinsoya. Round of applause where she comes from. Chief Ayokogun. Yes, ma'am. Ayokogun and Mrs. Oluda Christiana Akinsoya of Ikene Redmond, Ogun State. She attended Ebenezer African Church School, Oketedo, Ibadan, for her primary education from 1970 to 1976, and proceeded to Mayflower School, Ikene, for her secondary education from 1976 to 1981. She went ahead to study mass communication at Ogun State Poly, now Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, where she obtained ordinary higher national diploma (OND) and HND between 1982 and 1987, before proceeding for a national youth service corps experience in 1988. She got married in 1990. She worked briefly in the Information and Communication Department of UNICEF in 1990 for about 8 months before fully embracing what has become a calling, catering to the needs of people. As a business person, she became a major distributor for 3 companies: SmithKline Beecham Limited, Chi Limited, and 3 Dice Safety Matches Limited. For the journey to catering for people and supplying their needs started from her days at Ogun State Poly, with a couple who had a piggery business in Abeokuta at the time. She sold slaughtered pigs per kilograms. When Sola recognized the business opportunity, she went around the whole school and placed adverts on every blackboard: non-fat pork for sale per kilogram. Added price and contact, and then she waited. What followed was an extraordinary testament to time management for a full-time student. Moji would collect orders from Monday to Thursday, and then on Friday she would go to the piggery, pick up the orders, and supply those who had requested, of course, with her own margin added. This venture soon became, yes, a round of applause for her, please. That's brilliant. This venture soon became so buoyant that she stopped going for her monthly allowance. Her father, who was waiting for his precious daughter to come home for upkeep money, became so worried. He made the trip to Abeokuta to see what was going on. Of course, while he was with his daughter's commerce, he made it clear that her primary assignment in school was to get good grades and not to trade. But door to source supplies for the people's demand had opened, and there was no going back. Similarly, while she was at UNICEF, she would go into the Lagos market to buy things to sell to her colleagues at the office. And soon it was time to face reality that the future for this very young, active woman is not at the desk, but in the hustle and bustle and the demand or supply that commerce offers. So after 8 months, she left paid employment for the last time. While she was at UNICEF, she had been working on securing the distributorship of 3 aforementioned companies. So when this was secured, it was time to go. She transited from the air-conditioned office of UNICEF to her own space at Alakoro in Lagos Central Market, and her closing time changed to 12 noon. The reason is simple. The major buyers of our products came early from Benin Republic and other parts of Nigeria, and by 10 a.m. they are done. In 1992, she received the Managing Director's Award as the best distributor. This industry's phase quickly gave way to supply phase, as growing family duties meant that early morning runs to market was no longer feasible. So Moji, on a part-time basis, started supplying exotic drinks to Sheraton hotels chain in Lagos and Abuja. Are we drinking your... Oh, okay. All right. So Mojo on about, yes, I started supplying to Sheraton hotels chains in Lagos and Abuja, and also to Transcorp Hotel, a duty she handled and again handled with so much commitment. Supply chain soon extended to Park and Shop, now Spa, Mega Plaza, and other little superstores across Nigeria. But the story took a 360-degree turn after she met the Lord Jesus Christ in 1994 and attended the Bible school in 1996. A new conviction meant that the supply of alcohol was no longer tenable and feasible, so she offered up everything in her stock for sale to Sheraton. The offer was accepted, and the chapter ended. She waited on the Lord and believed him for an open door, and she, by divine by divine arrangement, met someone who tutored her in household items, sourcing, and trading. Moji, the quintessential connector by the grace of the Lord, started trading in this field with our existing customers. After suffering a major disappointment at the hands of our tutor and supplier, she prayed for a miracle that would enable her to get a bid directly from abroad. 5 months later, she got that breakthrough. She had transited from local connector to a national one, as customers now call to request for her help in sourcing materials from abroad and even on commission. In 2010, she had the nudge to start a commissionary store. So on her trips abroad, she would buy an equipment towards setting up that store. And after a while, she realized she had bought all the equipment she needed to start this business. The bakery business grew from a staff strength of 6 to 24 caterers caters for consumers in Lagos and neighboring states. It's however worthy to know that staffs are encouraged to develop further skills and education while still in the company's employment. In addition, Mofako venture stocks and deals in household items, crockery, kitchen equipment, and hotel supplies across the country. Mojisola Akinsoya was nominated and won a Meritorious Service Award to Humanity at Mayflower School in Kenya in 2016. In March 2018, she was appointed member board of directors at the Bafema Awolowo Teaching Hospital Complex, Ile-Ife, representing public interests while serving. Mojisola Akinsoya is always willing to learn from everything and everyone, a lover of Christ, and contagiously addicted to kingdom affairs. A round of applause for Mojisola Akinsoya. My speed reading just so we can leave here quickly. I'm having to read very, very fast.
Distinguished Chairman, Honorable Members, Council of the Swiss School of Business and Management College, noble ladies and gentlemen, I'm so honored and thankful to be here today. I'm extremely grateful and privileged to be one of the recipients of this honorary award. Thank you so much. My immense gratitude goes to God Almighty for divine rewards. The Bible says it is not of him that runneth or willeth, but of God that shows mercy. Paul may plant, Apollo may water, but increase comes only from God. We all know that there is no self-made man or woman out there. I stand here today as a product of investments made by several people, directly or indirectly in my life. Dr. Taisho Larry of blessed memory taught and made us recite this particular phrase all through my years at Mayflower School in Kenya, and it eventually became part of me. It says, great things must be done greatly, with a great mind, a great courage, a great purpose, a great energy, and a great persistent patience. And this became part of me. My late parents encouraged us to express ourselves in our various God-given talents outside our schoolwork. Bishop David Oyedepo taught me principles of unwavering laws of faith, diligence, and maximizing the night season. He often responded when asked if he ever had problems, that maybe it came and he did not know, as he looked on the positive side of every challenge. My wonderful and adorable children, my sons-in-law, for their critique, support, and always helping with computerization and digital literacy. I also want to thank my hard-working, loyal, ever-ready to learn members of staff. My parents in the Lord, Daddy and Mommy Wole Oladoyin, for spiritual tutelage, shaping, sharpening my spiritual antenna and sensitivity. I deeply appreciate you all. Please permit me to live with this. In pursuit of our God-given vision, mission, or passion, there's no limit to when and how many times we can reset, readjust, restart, refocus. Just make sure you don't quit. Life is like a camera. Focus only on what is important, and you will capture it perfectly. Associate with people and places where expectations and demands perform high, not just an easy crowd. Be a player, not a fan. Players compete for prizes, fans are in it for fun. And the last but not the least, the Bible says, the hand of the diligent shall bear rule. This honor bestowed on me today will forever be cherished, as it will further serve as encouragement to achieve much more. It will help me improve and enhance my managerial skills and also to better manage challenges in complex business environments like ours. Once again, I thank you all. God bless you.
Next on my list will be Prince Joseph Adebisi Olatilo. Prince Joseph Adebisi Olatilo was born in Kano State, northern Nigeria on the 20th December 1953. He was educated at the Baptist Day Primary School, Kano. Kiriji Memorial College, Ibajo, in Buluwaduro local government area of Osun State, his own state of origin. Bisi Olatilo's journey into the glamorous world of broadcasting, regarded as a noble profession, began in 1975 at the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, BCOS. Bisi Olatilo moved to the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, FRCN, in 1979 to further broaden his horizon in broadcasting, where he read the network news and presented other programs which endeared him to Nigerians. Bisi Olatilo was the pioneer head of Radio Nigeria 3, Nigeria's first ever indigenous languages programming station, which broadcasts programs in Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, and Pidgin languages. Of course, Bisi Olatilo was the most natural choice to fill the position of the head of Radio Nigeria because he was a polyglot of immense talent and creativity who speaks 3 main Nigerian languages with effortless ease and dexterity. Bisi Olatilo won the award for the best radio broadcaster in 1993 and 1994 as adjudged by the Nigerian Media Merit Award Committee, NMMA. After leaving the services of the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, Bisi Olatilo quickly transformed through the portals of the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria into the frontline member of the aristocracy of the Nigerian media. Prince Bisi Olatilo is the face of Nigerian global television with the creation of the Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, a new art of celebrity reporting. Round of applause for him, please. Just so you know, sir, one of the reasons why I'm in media, I'll tell you that story someday. You inspired me into media. Thank you very much. Sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you've heard my younger friend say that I've been in broadcasting almost my life. 46 years going on 47. So you would be asking yourselves, why does he have a script to read from? Why didn't he just say it off the cuff? Let me say that I'm doing this because this is the very first of what I'm getting anything to do with business and management. All the honorary awards I've gotten are in my area of core competence, which, as you know, is broadcasting and media. So this is very important to me. Does that call for a hand of applause, ladies and gentlemen? I wish to most humbly extend my most profound appreciation and gratitude to the board and management of the Swiss School of Business and Management, Switzerland, for dealing me fit to be honored with the prestigious honorary doctorate award of your institution, which is globally recognized as a veritable breeding and nurturing ground for global leaders in the business and management cadres of the socio-economic development of the world. With the establishment of my company, Biscon Communications Limited, 23 years ago, the creation of the Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, which today is acknowledged as the longest running privately produced general interest television magazine program, which positively projects the image, cultures, and people of Nigeria globally. In addition to the establishment of Biscon TV, our 24-hour television platform on air and online, nationally and globally, broadcasting programs like news, sports, politics, business, showbiz, lifestyle, and entertainment genres of programming. providing employment for many people. One can say with utmost sense of modesty that I have successfully run my business, professionally nurtured and managed all those that have passed through the portals of Biscon Communications in the past close to 25 years. This means that I have successfully metamorphosed with maturity over the years from a broadcaster who only reads the news and presents programs on radio and television to a successful business owner, astute manager of human resources. This, in my estimation, must have played a decisive role in my nomination for the honorary doctorate degree by the Swiss School of Business and Management, Switzerland. I once again thank the Board of Management of Swiss School of Business and Management for this honor. And I solemnly pledge to be a worthy ambassador of your globally acclaimed and respected institution for business and management leaders in all spheres of world affairs. Thank you very much. God bless you for this.
Please, can all of his guests kindly join him on stage, please?
All right, thank you very much. Next on my list would be Tola Awoshika. One of those members that comes forward, please.
Tola is a serial entrepreneur, economist, political capital Abuja, Enugu, and mariner, landmark, Alaba, Victoria Land, and Kano. 355 is building a noteworthy hospitality chain in the Nigerian marketplace. Under his parent company, BDT Group, Mr. Awoshika has built successful businesses in several industries, including power, oil and gas, marine services, construction, pharmaceuticals, and more. Recently, Tola invested in a fitness business by the name of Fitness Central, and within months, the gym had achieved laudable premiership numbers, with a pressing demand for a second location. He's passionate about making an impact and building proudly African companies that touch the lives of people across the value chain. His most recent project, a medical factory specializing in manufacturing of intravenous fluid, is poised to be the largest in Africa. For Tola, it is not all work is equally as passionate. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Tola Awoshika.
Ladies and gentlemen, especially honored to receive this award from honorary doctorate degree award from Swiss School of Business and Management. So I'm especially even more honored to be part of the my fellow awardees, being the youngest of the group. Clearly, I'd like to dedicate this award to all the young entrepreneurs in Nigeria doing great things. There are a lot of entrepreneurs in Nigeria now that are really doing awesome things. So I'd like to dedicate this award and encourage the Swiss School for Business and Management to recognize even more of them, because there are quite a lot of them in Nigeria that are doing great things. So it's not 20, 30 years, 45 years I've been hearing all these speeches. It's been under 15 years, but in 15 years, I can say we've made some milestones. Our group is majorly focused on hospitality. The decision to go into hospitality was born from one passion, but secondly, it was born from the idea of changing narrative in Nigeria. it was a very, very heavily dominated industry by the Lebanese. So of course, no issue with that, but I felt like Nigerians could also do it, and I came into the industry as one of the first indigenous brands owned by a Nigerian, and soon after we became market leaders in the sector, opened numerous locations. We're now across the country. In the north, we're in Kano, we're in Enugu, we're in Calabar, we have numerous locations in Lagos, we're in Abuja. So we've been able to cover quite a bit of ground, as in my hospitality business. I'm also into securities and pharmaceuticals. The award comes at a special time. COVID-19, of course, as we know, the COVID-19 pandemic really was heavily impacted. The hospitality industry was very heavily impacted, but we survived. In fact, we opened a hotel 2 weeks before the nationwide lockdown in Lagos. Of course, that was a big, really tough time for us, but with the experience and help of a good team, we